Man, we had a long day yesterday.
Yeah, too long.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get as close to Denise as possible. This is going to be a little different video with us and the Tesla charger. There we go. How's that look? Typical? Okay, so where do we begin? Well, the day was mostly fixing my car. And, let's see, we started off, where were we, in Anaheim or somewhere outside? Oh, there goes the light. Okay.
Something like that.
So you can guess here.
Just move around, it goes back on.
It's motion sensors. Yeah, we're in the mall.
It turned on several times while
It did.
fumbling in the car.
It did. It was watching you. We started out in Riverside. We went to Anaheim to charge in the morning, and then we drove down to Costa Mesa, which is right near the coast. And we went to this new electric car repair shop, EV Fix Me. And they were, what we intended to do was we intended to get these new camber and tow arms installed so that someone else could do an alignment, because they're a brand new shop. They don't even have an alignment rack yet. They will get one, but they don't have one right now. So, as always, we're doing stuff before everyone else. So, they at least could put them on, and Don, the designer from Intuitive, was there. He's actually making an instructional video. So we were there for a while, so he could get everything put on. And when we were there and the car was up on the lift, they noticed that the lower control arms on the suspension, the bushings were starting to wear and were mostly gone. And I didn't notice. It's one of these things that it gets worse and worse over time. There goes the light. It's worse and worse over time. And I did notice, however, once they replaced it and we drove it, that it drives a lot better, much more solid in the front. Denise probably doesn't notice it at all.
Yeah.
As a passenger.
I did. I noticed that it wasn't making a wiggling noise anymore.
Oh, really?
It sounded better. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So anyway, we had all that done. We barely ate yesterday. We got one meal when we were there. Actually, we ordered with Don. We had to pick it up. We didn't have time to eat it until we got to the alignment shop, which is a tire shop, which was like 15 miles away. We had to drive in rush hour Los Angeles traffic to get there. And even the EV Fix Me shop told me that we might get errors because they just put all these new suspension parts on the front and rear and did no alignment. So autopilot may have not allowed us to drive, but thankfully it did allow us to drive. We were just going very, very slow. We got there, had to wait a little while to get in there. This is one of these shops that has to be creative because they were going to set everything to not factory specifications, not stock by any means.
Custom. You wanted custom specs.
Basically, yeah. And this shop does these cars that have all the cars cambered out in the back, right? Have you seen these funny looking cars? People want that look, so they do that. But of course, we wanted the opposite look because Model X is like that to begin with, a little bit, enough to cause severe inner tire wear in the back, especially when you go into lower suspensions and you need to get rid of the front end vibration. That's a whole other topic. Search my channel, you'll find all that information. So I want to end the front end vibration, so I have to permanently lower the car, which means I have to fix the rear camber, and so that I don't get severe inner tire wear and eat through my rear tires. So they were able to align it, but we found out that Don needs to design, and is in the process of designing a tool. I can go back again. That will allow the alignment to take place much easier, other than trial and error and taking the wheels on and off on the back, which is a big problem. Denise was there watching. They were just having to eyeball it, which they could barely do, if even do, and just keep having to go back and forth, back and forth.
It was very time consuming. We stood around for an hour or so, and then I went back in the lobby and I was the only one there, and the motion sensors had to turn on the lights for me, and I sat and fell asleep in front of the TV for about 2 hours.
Oh, so you got a nap. Okay, good.
On and off.
Well, that was good. I'm glad for that.
There was no place for my head to rest, so I kept going like this.
Waking yourself up?
Yeah, it was not a very refreshing nap.
All right, so let's move on to this video. It's going to take forever. The bottom line is it took us from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., like 9 hours. And Don is going to develop a tool now, so this won't happen. And of course, hopefully there'll be more independent EV repair shops that will be able to have alignment racks, so that will not be a problem. And all of you that want to get this work done, stay tuned. We'll make sure to let you know when all that's done. Here comes the light again. So then we went to get a shower at the end of the day, and we found out that, we drove into Los Angeles County. We were right next door to it, and none of these places are open. We hope we can find a place today, so during Denise's lunch break we can get a shower if we need one.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Although at this point, does it even matter anymore?
It barely will make a difference.
So that's it. Anything else you want to add?
We're going to lunch this afternoon with a friend of yours.
Oh yes. We're going to meet someone for lunch in LA, so we gotta get a shower. So we smell good.
Tomorrow's Friday, so we're gonna head north to San Francisco.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that along the coast because we found that the coast has bad signal when you're driving up the coast on 101. And that's about it.
Okay. Have a great day.
Yep.